parents now, and I came to the street where I lived since I was like 6 years old, I guess. And it was also pretty damaged in the first days of invasion because Russians bombed the plant that's right there somewhere. Every time I come here and I see these buildings that are destroyed, like the roof is not there anymore, or the windows are broken, it always reminds me that war continues and that some cities, they look completely like this and they're completely damaged and destroyed. This is also what reminds us about the first days of invasion. Sometimes it might seem that the war is already somewhere far because we don't really have any like huge bombings and missile attacks in Kyiv anymore. And yeah, the scale of destruction is not as big, but then every time I come here on the street of my childhood, I always see these buildings and it reminds me how evil Russia is and how much pain it caused, how much destruction, and that they shouldn't exist as a state anymore. This is currently an air raid going on. So some people are in the metro, just sitting, playing cards, listening to music, reading. And I'm going to have a breakfast with my friend in the city center. Speaking about the air raids, this past couple of days we have like 2 or 3 per day, often late at night already, and it really pisses me off because these air raids, like the air defense system is triggered because Russians use the planes that they have in Belarus, like they're taking off and they're just, you know, somewhere in the sky and they're triggering the air defense system. So we have the air raids and nothing is happening then, like no missile attacks, no like bombing and stuff. I mean, at least in Kyiv we didn't have it for quite a long time already, which is scary because you often think that something big, something very bad is coming. Anyway, this air raid is there for an hour or hour and a half, and this is really inconvenient because, you know, the post office, for example, is closing. Some shops are closing when there is an air raid. You can't use the metro that goes from the right side to the left side of Kyiv. Like you can't cross the river. And this is just, you know, very inconvenient. And this is one more reason to hate Russia and Russians. Just filmed a video for my YouTube, a book review, and I'm very tired. Tonight there was a very heavy wind and it felt like my house was shaking because I'm living on the last floor. It's always very, you know, like you can feel that there's a storm outside. And I was honestly a bit freaked out, and I understood that war has fucked me up a lot because now every sound, I'm always afraid that it's the sound of missile flying and like the sound of explosion. So I'm always like yeah, became more scared than I ever was. So now I heard this like wind blowing very heavily, and then something is, you know, like you hear the sounds of the building, of the house, and I was always like, oh my god, is it a drone flying? Is it a rocket? Is it a missile? What is it? But it was just a wind, and I'm noticing it a lot, that I'm just scared of every sound, basically. And if it's a loud sound, starting your morning with the air raid 10 out of 10. I'm gonna make some syrniki now, and maybe I will have to eat them in the corridor if I will know that some missiles are flying, but I don't know yet. It's funny how I can check everything online. Like, how crazy is that? You know where missiles are flying, when will they reach Kyiv? I mean, approximately, but you still kinda know. And you know when it's a fake air raid. What a wonderful time to be alive. Rise and shine, YouTube. I wanted you to see the background. Wait. Guess who woke up to the sounds of explosions? That's me. And spent a wonderful morning in the corridor, hiding from the missiles that Russia fired at night. It was terrifying as always, and I had this huge flashback to October, November and probably December, when Russians were making these missiles attack like once per 2 weeks, and it was really horrible and terrifying. And back then I was so nervous that I was nauseous, you know, this feeling when you're so scared and terrified that you feel very, very bad physically. But today I just heard an explosion. I was like, oh, these fuckers again. And I just went to the corridor, spent some hours in the morning there. Amazing, very comfortable. And I read in the morning that Russia fired ballistic missiles. We had the air raid like from 1 a.m. to 7 a.m. in Kyiv, and it was a pretty tough night for our air defense system, I guess. Actually, one of the missiles hit the area not far from where I live, so that's kind of terrifying. And 5 people died in Lviv region, also 5 or 6 people died in Kherson, and every time this attacks happen, I think, yeah, this time it's not me, not my building, not my family, not my friends, but every time there is a thought in my head that it could have been me, could have been someone I know, and this is what scares me the most. Like, I'm already used to the explosions. I mean, you can never really get used to it, but I'm not reacting as I was back in autumn. I think my body just, you know, protects me from this kind of anxiety and stress. So now it's like, okay, I already know how it is, so I'm not that scared. But still, it's super scary because it just shouldn't be like this, and it really pisses me off. But yeah, then I think that, like, next time it can be me, and this is what scares me the most. Even more, I'm scared that it can be someone from my family. Yeah, my friend Alina, who lives in Germany, told me recently that she was asked if the war in Ukraine is still going on or is it already finished. I'm like, today is the perfect example of why it's not over. Good news, probably Russians can make these attacks like super often because they don't have enough missiles and rockets now. But it's also a disadvantage because you never know when it will happen. Like today it happened at night. And also, my question to these people who press their stupid buttons to make their stupid rockets fly, to kill more civilians and destroy our infrastructure, is that, don't you have anything else to do? Like at night? Go get some sleep. No, they're sitting like at 2 a.m., you know, just planning their evil plans. Russians piss me off so much. You probably understood it from this video already. Also, when I woke up, it was like 6:30. We didn't have electricity and probably we also didn't have water. But when I woke up at 10 next time, everything was okay. And now I have light, like now I have electricity and water supply. And once again, I'm so fascinated, I'm so grateful to the people who work in all of these emergency services, who can fix it super fast, who are very brave and very courageous. This immense feeling of gratitude I have towards them. I love these people, they're just the best. Okay, now I'm planning to film a book review for my Ukrainian audience. And then I'm probably gonna go drink some coffee because I don't have coffee at home and I really need some. And yeah, just gonna read a book in a coffee place because this is what I really need today, I guess. And what else? I also have to buy a present for my friend for her birthday. This is the plan for today. Probably gonna film something. And I have a feeling that this vlog will be very long and also a lot of talking will be involved. I hope it will be interesting because otherwise, why am I doing it? Okay, see you later. Do you hear it? It's the fucking air raid. Just when I wanted to leave the house. I'm gonna leave it anyway. I wanted to show you closer the cute plant I bought for my friend for her birthday. I love it so much, it looks like a heart. As you can probably hear, or maybe you can't, it's raining outside, so I decided to make my workplace a bit cozier. That's why I put some candles, and yeah, gonna edit a new video. Who is she?